G'day YouTube, Warbles on a lot here. Yesterday I was in a position to shoot a very short film clip. 100 bongs, brand new, in grocery bags, sitting on a table. For obvious reasons, no faces or locations appear in the movie. It's just a little short film clip of a very unusual event. At a funeral for Captain Bravelung, the idea was to have 100 people pulling 100 bongs simultaneously as a salute. So, Captain Bravelung, what's the story there? Captain Bravelung was a sort of a pirate character, alter ego, that Emu Jack dreamt up in order to dress up as, in order to, be a little bit more eccentric at parties. So he used to show up with a pirate hat and a pirate coat. And Captain Bravelung was afraid of no bong sort of thing. Yeah. It's on his headstone, together with a little skull and crossbones. It's great. But Captain Bravelung was 38 when he died, and the bongs didn't kill him. It was not the bongs that killed him. I can't go into his personal details. Somebody told me that as a fact of statistics, that people who have gluten intolerance are predisposed to bowel cancer, and because they've had gluten intolerance, they tend to attribute any symptoms of any developing bowel cancer, they attribute that to maybe they ate a bit of bread yesterday or mistakenly partook of gluten. So they get diagnosed very late, and often there's not much that can be done because they get diagnosed so late, because they thought the tummy ache was just the gluten intolerance, and the gluten intolerance predisposed them to the bowel cancer. So I'm not going to say what actually went on with Captain Bravelung, but the bongs didn't kill him. Therefore, somebody had the idea of the 100 bongs. And I went to his funeral. Not because I was such a terrible good friend of his, because the first 5 years I knew him, he thought I was an arrogant, loudmouth, old fool, really. The second 5 or 7 years I knew him, we were sort of polite to one another, and both of us must have mellowed, because the last 5 years I knew him, we got along pretty well, Last time I saw him was at the Celtic Clowns in Kilts convention in May, and he seemed to be pretty fine then, So it was a great shock to everybody that Captain Bravelung was sick and that he died so quick. And it's a unique tribute, 100 bongs for Captain Bravelung. So I shot a very short, very careful film and showed it to Captain Bravelung's brother, who, as somebody educated in the law, he okayed it. So therefore, the 100 bongs memorial is on my channel. And this is kind of an explanation, just so it's not entirely mysterious. I learned a lot yesterday, stuff I didn't know about Emu Jack. He was born in New Zealand, I think I might have known that. Grew up as a little kid around King's Cross, busking as a musician. As a teenager he was at Nimbin, again, doing a lot of busking, music, active in stuff. Then he moved from Nimbin to where he's buried, via a cave. He actually lived in a cave, so me living in the lawn locker was, pretty palatial according to Emu Jack. So yeah, Vale Captain Bravelung. And now you guys, my subscribers, understand the table of 100 bongs. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Ciao.